We're gonna have a moment of silence.
We're gonna have a moment of silence.
Not just to be sad.
Not just to be sad.
But to ground ourselves in our resistance.
But to ground ourselves in our resistance.
Look around you.
Look around you.
We are the people we've been waiting for.
We are the people we've been waiting for. Oh my gosh.
Make America great again! Woo!
Hey everybody, meet Desmond.
He's a little drag boy.
He goes by Desmond is amazing. And you know what? You are amazing. I don't even think amazing is the right word for you.
I tell you what, man, if I came out walking and dressing like this, my daddy would beat me in an inch of my life. He would beat shit out of me, man.
Yeah, he would. Daddy beat us for a lot less. Look here, let's get serious on this. Desmond, he went on Good Morning America.
Yeah.
Right? Good Morning America. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You glorifying drag kids.
That ain't cool, man. This kid 10, 11 years old.
It's too young for this.
You know what I wanted to be when I was 10, 11? Man, I wanted to be Superman.
Yeah.
Spider-Man some days, but most of the time I wanted to be Superman.
You don't think what this kid's mindset is going to change as he get older?
Yeah, and he seems to be a normal kid, man. When you take off all the makeup, you hear him talk, but man, then he turns into something else when he's all dragged up like this.
Hey, look, you know where this starts? Starts at the home. Horrible parents. You know how I know? Listen to this clip.
I discovered that I wanted to drag when I watched the first episode of RuPaul's Drag Race when I was 2.
You got your boy.
2 years old now.
2 years old now.
Watching a bunch of drag queens?
Watching RuPaul's Drag Race. Look here, man, that kid is too young for that. If I would have saw, let's say if I was like 5 years old, right? Yeah. Let's say
let me say mom, when she had us, right, she didn't want us. It was too much trouble. She didn't have enough money. She gave us up for adoption. Say you went to a gay couple, 2 men.
Yeah. Let's say the gay couple was looking at gay porn, and I saw.
Wait a minute, that's a little bit too much. Keep it G-rated. Just say they was gay.
Okay.
2 gay men adopted you.
Right.
I went to some straight people. I went to a good, clean, white family.
Yeah, and let's say I'm a little kid, I'm in there playing PlayStation, Miss Pac-Man, I'm like, yeah, man, I got some good parents now. Right? And then I hear him in the other room going, oh, yeah, oh. I'm like, man, what they doing in there?
What daddy and daddy doing?
You know what? That's gonna change how I view the world.
Yeah,
I'm too young for that.
Yeah, he's way too young for that.
If I see something sexual like drag, that's
sexual.
That's sexual. Like if I saw that when I was 2, 3 years old, as soon as I saw my friend, I'd be like, hey, you know what? I just saw something cool on TV. Open your mouth.
This UT Arlington professor of logic posted a call to action demanding people call the school and get it canceled due to me being a, quote, alt-right neo-Nazi. As evidence of my Nazi views, he posted completely fabricated tweets. I immediately had my half-Asian lawyer, Bill Richmond, officially request a retraction of the lie.
The legal definition of what I sent was a love note, requesting a retraction and a correction.
A review. You reviewed it, and your conclusion was that statements attributing genocide to someone fake.
There's literally,
we're okay.
But he didn't. This professor of logic just went on continuing with the false claims, non-stop, publicly, to his students, including that I sent neo-Nazis to his house and that I personally made death threats against him and his family myself. Only when I called the campus police to verify the veracity of the claims.
Hey, Detective Lee, this is Stephen Crowder.
As far as I can see, there's no offense. There's, nothing of that nature.
Okay. So considering this teacher of logic was teaching slander and libel to his students to prevent anyone here from making a living, we alerted the UT Arlington dean.
Refer you, Mr. Crowder, to either our university attorney.
Not only did the school do nothing, they went out of their way to support Professor. Now, keep in mind, this professor has also publicly protested and harassed conservative students. I'm fortunate enough to have a platform, but it's scary to think that if this man does this publicly, how is he treating his own conservative students behind closed doors? Now, I'm not a guy who wants to destroy a man's life, suing him for verifiable repeated attempts at libel. But at this point, what choice did I have? Hi, Professor.
Say what again? Say what again? Say what again?
I just wanted to clarify something here for the record, because I know you've been working at this school for a while and actually posting online that I'm a neo-Nazi, some false libelous claims. I'd like to know if you could correct the record.
I would like to say that when you went to your show and you told some... What happened last year? Was during spring break of last year.
You're hijacking my
education.
Yeah, I understand, but
within spring break of last year, this man posted online attacks on me.
Posted that I said...
When he posted these attacks on me...
Put all the in the oven. I would never say this.
When he posted these attacks on me, what ended up happening...
What attacks on you? What attacks on you?
His followers went online.
What attacks did I post on you?
They started putting death threats to my son.
Yes. You said I threatened your son.
When my son was receiving death threats...
By the way, for the record, I would never, ever threaten violence. I don't believe in violence. Unlike some of the calls you made online, I would never threaten anybody with violence. I just want to make sure that me and my staff are able to...
My son received death threats from this man.
I sent death threats to your son?
To get me fired. This man's lawyer has put...
When did I call death threats to your son?
This man has put laws to... Now, what I really hope is that in the future, what you will do is stop putting death threats against me and my friends.
Which death threats? Where?
You've also put threats.
What death threats? When did I ever threaten you, your students, anyone here? Your son? When? What proof do you have? That's a big claim.
How about your Facebook post?
Right now I threatened you with death?
You put the schedule of...
When did I threaten anybody with violence? Because I actually advocate against it. Right now, please, no violence. But I think it's wrong to lie. So do you admit that that's not true? Do you admit that I never said those things?
No, that's what you said.
I said that. This is the guy teaching you logic and how to deal with truth. This is important. Here's the thing. He's been invited. That's okay. He's been invited for an open forum debate repeatedly and has declined it. He has falsely libeled and slandered not only me but members of my team repeatedly, and he has told you, his students, something that is not true. You said I made it first.
No, you said that
I said those things.
You claimed that these quotes came from the Daily Stormer initially.
You're a professor of logic?
They came from me.
You posted this on your Facebook page saying Steven Crowder posted this.
Did these come from the Daily Stormer?
Did I ever say these things?
Don't touch that guy.
Did I ever say these things? I've never issued a threat. But you have. Well, you know why? You know why? Because it's how I make a living. And truth matters. You're in a class where you're supposed to learn about truth. But what if I were to just spread a rumor that, for example, he were having a relationship with you, or you, I have no idea, to get you fired? Would that be okay as long as I didn't like you?
It is something your followers have done. It is something your followers have done.
I have never done that. So when did I threaten anybody?
I'll see you guys next class.
When did I threaten anybody? When have I ever issued a threat of violence to anyone? You said that I issued a death threat to your son. Family. It's not true.
Your followers.
No, you didn't. You didn't. We have the screenshots. You said I did it myself. That's
I didn't say those threats. I said the threats against my son.
What threats from me, period? Any threats from me? When have I ever said anything to be called a neo-Nazi? Ever. Give me one justification. Nice try to trip, little coward. When have I ever said anything in support of neo-Nazi ideology?
These people have disrupted my classroom. I'm kind of curious what the university can do about it.
That's correct, we did. But this school has done nothing.
Well, I can...
Could we show you, if you could take one moment to look at this, I think if you saw how horrifying it is. He said I threatened to kill his family and his son. Right here it says, I've had enough of you little gay cartoon boys. You degenerate fucks are going in the oven with the kites. And he said that I said these things. And you have someone who's in charge of teaching truth and critical thinking to your students, who is lying. Look,
to say what he
to say that I
say.
threatened his son's life?
Well,
that's not free speech. That's libel.
Well,
come on the show and we'll talk about it. Or at a neutral meeting place.
Now, I already did.
A neutral meeting place. We can discuss it at a neutral meeting place.
I'm not discussing with people who have made threats against my son, whose followers made threats against my son.
All right. I need you out of my...
I've never threatened your son. I never knew you had a son. Honestly, I thought you were gay. It's like I'm in bizarro land of lies. Hello, officers. How are you?
Clarify.
Oh, I know who you are.
Oh, okay.
Lotto with Kraft.
Oh, well, thank you.
In the guy's class where he's teaching.
Yes, I did.
And cause a disruption.
I did cause it. Yeah, I would call it that. To answer questions, just
I've
tell us.
I've seen you before. You've been cooperative. I've seen you change my mind in some of the locations.
Sure as night follows day, after we filmed this video, we sat back and waited for Charles Hermes to do what he does. Lie. Again, I'm fortunate to have a platform, but keep this in mind. If I don't have this show, if I'm someone like you, and this person makes these claims, and people believe it, you don't have a job. You never work again. Your reputation is ruined forever. But keep in mind, as always on this channel, civil discourse is always the first choice. But if you make threats, calls to violence, or repeatedly abuse your power to lie to your pupils and refuse to admit the truth, I will find you, I will expose you, and I will shame you.
That's crazy as hell. First of all, I wouldn't even let my 12-year-old girl dress like this.
Yeah.
Right? Let alone go dance to some ball with dudes that's throwing money at him.
And guess what? This kid also went to a gay parade. A gay parade. Y'all know what goes on at gay parades?
Yeah.
A bunch of nut busters.
On the streets as they walking, being proud of being
dudes
gay.
Walking out with their testicles hanging. Tips swinging from side to side. This jizz all over the place.
Yeah, walking with leather pants on, ass hanging out, and it's semen leaking out. You know why? Because somebody just filled it up.
This boy is too young for this, man.
You know what? I'm done.
No wall, no ban, no wall, no ban. Oh wait, you just built a wall and banned me.
Move through this. Oh my, what's your problem, ma'am? Hi, have I seen you before somewhere? Wow, you look like a... Wow, what is wrong with you? Hey, weren't you in a video of mine before?
Possibly. He's a liar! Alex Jones is a liar!
What does he lie about?
He makes up shit. What?
Name one.
Name one. Off the top of my head.
Yes, I love it! He's got nothing! Orders as well. Now, the protesters are obviously being rude, but that's just a standard thing. Why don't you like Trump?
That's a question?
Yeah, you're a professor. You should know that.
Trump.
I like Trump because he has America First policies. He wants to secure our border. He ended NAFTA. All right, so a college professor can't even answer the questions.
Black people, he want to have Ben Carson on his team. Deal with that.
He's not a black person.
Yes, he is.
What? Wait, what color is? Wait, Ben Carson isn't black.
Whitewash.
What university you from? What university you from?
Whitewash. He is a dimwit.
Ben Carson, a neurosurgeon, is a dimwit.
Yeah, he is.
So according to your reality, Ben Carson is a whitewashed dimwit. In reality, he's an African-American neurosurgeon, ma'am.
He's a neurosurgeon, but he's good at one thing. You know what I mean?
What?
What was that movie?
Brain surgery?
No. Did you ever see Rain Man? Did you ever see Rain Man?
What, a movie?
Yeah.
I don't think so, no. So what's the point?
Go watch it. Because the guy.
Oh, go watch a movie and I'll understand everything.
Well, not you.
I'll understand how Ben Carson is actually a white dimwit, even though he's a black neurosurgeon.
No, he's good at one thing, just like Rain Man in the movie. He was a.
What is he good at?
He was an
brain surgery.
Yeah.